this, but best of three now. What's the approach for Game 5 going in here? Do you kind of start fresh with this mini set? Yeah.
No, I'd rather not. I think because we've learned a lot about ourselves over the first four games and a lot about Dallas as well. I think so. I think you got to keep growing your game from your predictions and what you were looking at from the start of the series to things you liked and didn't like as the series goes on. You got to keep growing to get better. If you're starting fresh, you're probably going to be behind the eight ball.
Through four games, you guys are winning big and losing small. That's typically a good sign that you're defending well and things like that. Do you take anything out of that through four games, or is it fresh slate for everyone?
Yeah, I think all the games were close. Obviously last night we had a really good night, but the other games were super tight, and sometimes it's a little tougher to finish on some of your chances. You just got to keep looking for the volume and repeatable things that you can do to try to put the puck in the net. And so we focused on that, as the series has gone on. And I mean, they're all gonna be close, right? So you just got to go and put your best foot forward again. We're gonna try and repeat what we did the other night in a lot of different areas and try to go get a win on the road.
We talked a lot about the second line last night. What did you think of the third line?
I thought all of our lines played well. Yeah, like like the second line was more dangerous offensively than the third line, but they did a nice job on the defending side of it. I thought all of our guys did that, so that's like the first requirement that you need to in order to win games this time of the year is you got to defend hard, and then we got to chip in at the other end of it, and the third line has done that.
Is there do you see a vision for a way to put the nail in the coffin against Dallas? Like, can you see it as if we play like we did in Game 4, we can win any game against them?
Yes. I mean, I think if we play like that, we can win against anybody.
Yeah. So with that, playing against this team, maybe this talked to a lot of people said this year maybe even be a Western Conference final matchup. How much just confidence does it give you guys playing against this team in general and just knowing that you're right there with them?
Well, we felt like we were one of the top teams in the league coming into this. The problem is the new NHL is and if you're in our division, you're gonna play another top team. I mean, I don't know where they finished third, fourth, and Winnipeg's won, and we're in there. And if you look at Minnesota, without getting dinged up at the end of the year, they would have been in the top 6 or 8 as well. Like it's a gauntlet to come out of it. That's not even including the Pacific Division, right? So like St. Louis is a growing team too that won 14, 15 at the end of the year. Like this is a tough division, and if we're going to play in our division, you're going to face top teams right away. It's just the way it is, So yeah, I don't think we can evaluate our team based on some of those things. You have to go play your best hockey if you want to advance. It's just that simple.
I mean, like the approach. You get 2 days off. You get a day off practice. You go into the game. Like, how happy are you with the response from Game 3 to Game 4 with that kind of interstitial time?
No, I thought it was great. I think the rest did us good. Obviously, we had good legs last night, good jump, and yeah, and we'll get that. We get that again in this series, So I think we're skating good in this series. Like I feel like we're competing hard. I liked our game in Game 3. We came up a little bit short. We didn't capitalize on some of the chances while we had the lead. Obviously, the power play didn't have a great night, and that can be the difference. So now you move on, and but the response for Game 4 was incredible.
What was the difference in the energy between Game 3 and Game 4 with those days off? Was that a contribution?
I don't know. Like I don't know. That's a better question for the players. I think that they were focused and ready to go in Game 3 too, but obviously we did some things better in Game 4.